Welcome back to another YNAB video. I am a stay-at-home mom and we're living on just my husband's income, and last month we purchased a vehicle for just over $9,000, so this is us getting back to being a month ahead. Our federal tax return did finally clear our account, actually earlier than I thought. The state one will probably take a little longer, but I'm confident enough that we can just budget that money. So anyways, we're going to start by releasing this tax refund back to the ready to assign. And then we're going to go to our overspent categories. So this might seem a little unintuitive, but it's actually better for me mentally if we just kind of cover things as they come up. And like I said, I know that it's not very intuitive, but it works. And then for March, I'll set up a bunch of goals and stuff for Amazon purchases that we'll make and stuff like that. So anyways, we're going to start. We went over a little bit with my son's diapers because they were still 50% off and he had a little money sitting in his pot. So I thought I would go ahead and get those while they were still 50% off. And then cleaning and consumables. So we got our Costco rebate also, and it was like $170 some. So I put that in the budget as cash and then spent it and still kept it out of the groceries and the consumables line and bought some things ahead that I know we're going to get. And so we're going to try to see if we can still stay under on the grocery line, even with spending all that extra. And then that's $170 that I can then move wherever I want in the budget. We'll have that to budget here in a little bit. So that was this cleaning and consumables. And I don't know if that makes sense how I did that, but basically for the transaction, I covered it with the cash from the cash account, that exact amount, and that basically frees up that money to go anywhere in the budget. And it's just something you kind of have to play with. It's really hard to explain. It's just something that makes sense in my brain. But anyways, we're going to keep going. So I went a little over with getting a meal for my grandma. And then my husband wanted to get a VPN. He's wanted to do it for a while. He had a discount code. And basically we don't have to pay for it again until 2027 or something. So I figured we're just going to go ahead and do it. That's part of being married, is sometimes you have to just let things happen like that. This we're going to keep covering with my husband's bonus. And then car purchase, we're going to cover that. We have plenty to cover it. Oh my gosh. Huge weight off. Huge weight off. And then this decor, linens, kitchen. This is actually going to be covered with birthday money, which I created a gift received line. So I bought some kitchen items that I've wanted for quite a while, and my mom just wanted me to pick them out on my own. So basically I turned 29, so they gave me $29 plus $100, which was very kind of them. So we're going to go ahead and cover that, and then the rest of that birthday money is actually going to get spent on our Amazon purchase in March. So I'm just going to let that sit there. So that is all of our overspending done. So that is very fun. So just a little check-in here with everything. We have my husband's paycheck that I am going to release, and then we've got this $127.77 that I'm also going to release. I think I was going to use my blow money to cover that overspending with grandma. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I had $20 set aside, so this means I spent $467 over. So I'm just going to move $467 to the ready to assign line also, and that will balance that back out. Okay, so next we've got, so groceries, we're still sitting at $115, and February is basically almost over as far as buying groceries, so I think that's going to cover it, which means that Costco rebate is just free money in the budget, which is awesome. Fuel, we're sitting well, and then we still have to go to Tractor Supply to get the cat pellets. of our subscriptions were covered except Costco is increasing a little bit. So we're going to bring that back up. And then I will set up this VPN one in March, along with a few other things I'm going to update as far as their goals. So we can go ahead and be done with subscriptions. Car insurance, we also actually have some extra money, so I'm going to move that to ready to assign also. And I'm hoping that actually even goes lower because my husband still hasn't sold that truck. And so I think it's going to go down even more and they'll send us a little money back. So I think we can go ahead and move on to some March things. Which means that we're probably a month ahead now, so that's awesome. March. I'm going to go ahead and leave some of this like piddly stuff for my husband's last paycheck that he's going to get. So we're not going to worry about blow money. We are just going to go ahead and do this 4 walls that I think we can get up here. In March, groceries. We haven't spent any money ahead. So we can do, we're just going to keep doing this $5.50 right now since we got steaks from my parents and we don't have to spend that money. Fuel, we're going to keep it at $5.50. That seems to be working. So I think we'll have some money left over. We can move that when the time comes. We're going to go ahead and skip my son and the cats. I already have some Amazon purchases that we're going to make, but we'll worry about that later. So next is home category, and we can cover all of that. And then we can go ahead and cover life insurance. So this last little bit of money here, let's see what we can cover. Ooh, let's see, this last little bit, we're going to just put it, we're going to go back to February, and we're going to put it in this meat line, because I believe we're going to be buying some more ground beef from my parents to tide us over until our March locker date, and then obviously with it being a March locker date, we're going to want to have the money sitting there. So that will get us a little bit ahead on how much we need to save in March. And we've assigned all the money, and I just feel very good. I feel very at peace. We're basically a month ahead now with our bills, as I showed in the 4 walls section. Yeah, we've got grocery money, we've got fuel money, we've got the mortgage covered, all the bills. The only thing, and the first thing that we'll do with my husband's paycheck, his last one for February, is fund our March Roth IRAs, which they come out at the first of the month, so we're going to want to do that. So I will see you guys next time to set up March and get all of our more variable expenses in there and change some goals. So that will kind of be fun. So this is getting more fun now that we're not in debt to ourselves.